In case you thought the Republican Party wasn't cruel enough these days, Kentucky becomes the first state allowed to impose Medicaid work requirement. So what that means is Republicans believe if you don't work and you're poor, you shouldn't be able to get health care. Isn't that a stunning admission? I mean, that really is mind-blowing. If you're not working, if you're not currently working, and you get sick, or you break your leg, there was a car accident, you get cancer, whatever, you don't deserve treatment because you're not working. Oh, man, is that dark. I mean, think about that. So you're poor. Let's say you just get out of college, you got massive student loan debts, you can't find a job immediately. It takes you a year and a half to find a job because the market's down. According to Republicans, no, you don't deserve coverage. You don't deserve coverage. Now, under Obamacare, you'd be able to be under your parents' coverage, but let's say your parents are out of work or they're at a job that doesn't offer health insurance, which many jobs don't offer health insurance. You're just fucked. You're fucked. This is the way they think. Guys, this isn't just cruel and massively immoral. It's also comically, laughably stupid. This is why it's embarrassing. Like, you show this to somebody from the UK, this story, they're like, there's no words to describe it. It's just a clusterfuck and a bunch of cretins who are steering the ship of the country into a rock. That's what this is. You can't get health care if you don't work. That's unbelievable. You shouldn't get health care if you don't work. Because in their mind, this is what it comes down to. In their mind, they think if you're not working right now, it's always by choice. You're choosing to not work. So you are choosing to be lazy, and you're choosing to be a leech and a moocher and a parasite. So there are no existential circumstances of somebody running into a rough patch or not being able to get a job or going through a personal tragedy with the family where they need time off. None of that matters. None of that. Poverty is a personal moral failing on your part, not a byproduct of a colossally flawed system. It's always a personal failing on your part. Always. Always. So, listen to this. The percentage of adults on Medicaid who live in a household where at least one person is working, 80%. 60% of people on Medicaid work themselves, mostly full-time. So these are people who work full-time, but they don't make enough money to afford health care. By the way, pause. Great system we have here, isn't it? You work full-time, but you don't make enough to get health care. Oh, okay. That means 40% of the people on Medicaid. 40% is really who this is a giant fuck you to. But you got to dig even deeper into the facts about this to figure out the real story. Of the people on Medicaid that don't work, so about 40% of them, about 1/3 aren't working due to an illness or a disability. 28% say they are caring for their family. And 18% are in school. So in other words, look at that. You have extenuating circumstances that are perfectly logical. 1/3 of the people on Medicaid who are not working, it's because they're sick or they have a disability. The Republicans just said, you don't deserve health care to those people. That's what they just did. 28% are caring for their family. So let's say your grandma's sick. You don't have the money to put your grandma in a nursing home where they take care of them. So you have to stay home and take care of your grandma. They say, nope, you don't deserve health care. 18% are in school. You're poor, you're in school, you're trying to make a better life, you don't deserve health care in the process. The thing that fucking frustrates me so much about our country and what we're doing in this country right now, and to be clear, it's not the people, it's the government. It's the government and their corporate overlords. They've insisted that so many positions that are so extreme and so right-wing and so irrational and so immoral and so cretinous, they've insisted that that's just a normal, regular, standard part of the debate that you should accept, and these positions even sometimes win. That's what drives me fucking crazy, is that the Overton window in this country is so insanely far right-wing that the mainstream media and the Democrats won't even bat a fucking eyelash over this, when this is a radical shift to the right, and it is an unconscionable policy, an inconceivably cruel policy that's idiotic and unethical. But there won't be a peep in the mainstream media. Democrats won't make a peep, and we just chug along as if our system isn't destroyed. Listen, the point we're at today, the Democratic Party, they're Republican light. The Republican Party, they're bordering on fascism. That's where we are. And everybody's hair should be on fire, pointing that out and trying to fix this system.